Hello everyone. Welcome to PMN Online. In this tutorial, we will learn how to add a filter in a Confluence table. Today, we are diving into a feature that can greatly enhance the way you manage data in Confluence. Understanding how to add a filter in a Confluence table can transform how you organize, view, and analyze your information, making your workflow more efficient and effective. Whether you're managing a list of tasks, tracking project milestones, or just trying to make sense of complex data, adding a filter can help you zero in on what's most important. So, if you're someone who deals with vast amounts of data and needs a better way to navigate through it, this tutorial is for you. Let's get started with the process of adding a filter to your Confluence table. Begin by navigating to your Confluence homepage. Once you're there, you'll need to select your workspace. Your workspace is essentially a virtual home for your projects, documents, and teams. It's important to click on the workspace that holds the page where you want to add a filter. If you're working with multiple workspaces, take a moment to browse through and select the appropriate one. This ensures you're working in the correct environment. Next, you'll need to locate and click on the specific page where you plan to apply the filter. This step is crucial because it loads the page and displays all its existing content, ensuring you're in the right place before moving forward. Once you're sure you're on the correct page, the following step is to locate the filter option. This might appear as a button or be part of a drop-down menu, depending on how your page is configured. However, it should be clearly labeled, making it easy to find. Once you click on the filter option, a new interface will appear, allowing you to specify the type of filter you wish to add. After you select the filter option, the next step is to click on Add Filter. This is where the customization magic happens. You'll be presented with a variety of options to tailor the filter to your needs. For instance, you might choose to filter a list of tasks by their status, due date, or the person assigned to them. The options are quite flexible, enabling you to customize the filter to suit your precise requirements. Now you'll see that you can define your filter criteria. This involves selecting the criteria most relevant to your data. Confluence offers a range of options, such as text matches, drop-down selections, or even date ranges. Take your time to fine-tune these selections to narrow down or focus your table data exactly as you need. Once you've carefully set your criteria and are satisfied with your selections, the final step is to click Create. This action will apply your filter to the table, and just like that, your table will display filtered results based on the conditions you've set. If you ever need to make adjustments, you can always return to the page and tweak your settings so that the filter continues to meet your evolving needs. And there you have it. With these straightforward steps, you've successfully added a filter to a Confluence table. This should significantly simplify navigating through large volumes of data, making your work more organized and efficient. Hopefully, you now have a better understanding of how to add a filter in a Confluence table. For more step-by-step tutorials and guides, subscribe to PMN Online and never miss an update.